Man, what is going on, YouTube? Man, we just gonna go ahead and jump right into it today. So right here, I got the Andes Masters completely open, going with the grain, just trying to smooth this haircut out. And to be honest with you, it's real fast and real simple. I believe this cut here is a mid fade or a high taper. I don't know. I'll title it in the end. All right. I kind of forget, but I just want to say, man, it's a blessing to be on this platform. And so on this other side, I kind of do I do the same thing. That's what I love about this barber thing. Steps never really change. What you do to one side, you do to the other, and voila, complete. The haircut's amazing, flawless. Just repeat the same steps that you did on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what you have to do. So I flip my clipper upside down, and the blade is completely closed, and I'm just barely setting in this guideline. And I got a small flick motion with the clippers halfway as I'm just like kind of bumping up at this line, as you can see, and I just kind of comb those little hairs down. And I don't know if you guys can see them or not, but I see these small, tiny little dark hairs, and I kind of just open up my clipper, and it looks like I'm applying pressure, but I'm really not. What I'm doing is like a feather technique in a way. And then I just come back down and kind of smooth that blend back out, get some of those little stingy hairs that kind of stick out. But all the while being careful of getting into those dreads. You don't want to snag one of those. And I clean up the bottom of this with my FX, and come in with my shaver, and I just hit the bottom of this ever so slightly. You don't have to do too much, and boom. As you can see, the blend's already kind of coming together before we even get even more detailed. That's right, we get more detail. Just hit tight. This thing gonna come together for you. So boom, I come back right here, clippers closed, open them halfway, just kind of notching at the top of this beard. I don't like to leave bulky beards. I always blend my beards. That's just a thing for me. And I'm just being careful and paying attention to detail and kind of just selecting whatever hairs I want to get up out of there. You know what I mean? And what I like about fading beards is really like a fade, just in reverse. You just fade down, close, halfway, open. You slap on your zero guard, and then you do the same thing. I'm telling you, man, this cutting hair stuff, man, I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And here I go with the zero, like I said. Just touching at the top of that. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to get too busy with it. No, I'm just playing, man. I'm trying to do my thing right now. Yeah, take that with y'all. Yeah, you trying to do your thing. That's why you watching this. You trying to do your thing. We trying to do our thing. Come on, we could do it together, man. So I'm still just kind of detailing this blend for whatever reason, and just going through and being extra thorough with my work. Here we getting ready to set up with the back. I had to hold this dreads out the way. They're like super duper long, and the clips just weren't getting it. But all the while I'm holding it up, blade still open, coming completely down all the way. If you can see, I'm going all the way up there next to those dreads and still being careful. I just, sometimes I get nervous getting that close with the clipper open. There's no guard there to protect it, but you know what I'm saying? Just hold your breath. No, I'm just kidding. Don't hold your breath. Nah, man, just get in there. Don't be afraid. Just go ahead and do what you have to do. So I start with the clipper closed, set in just a small little guideline, hitting the bottom of this blend. Real easy, just small little flick out motions, not setting it in too hard. And then I just kind of play with the notch a little bit, getting this blend together. Is really not that hard, honestly. If you just been following along. Nah, I'm messing with y'all. Man, I'm saying. But honestly, I just really got to say one thing, man. And that thing is thank y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for even coming here. With this being my first video, they're only going to get better. This here really isn't easy for me to break, the ice. I can't even say it straight. I'm stuttering this stuff. And as you see, we just get real detailed here in the back. And I left this here to be a little longer in the video because I wanted to show you guys that Just because there's long hair. I know a lot of guys like to skip steps. I like to be thorough and do what I can. So over here, I'm just doing some cleanup, getting around the ear. There's some darker spots up there towards the dreads that you can see that I'm combing down, and I just come in there with it open and try to smooth those darker hairs out into the blend. And like it works, and sometimes you got to flip the clipper upside down and get in there, and it's just like another feather technique. And so on this side, I'm doing the beard again. I begin with the clippers closed halfway. I begin to open them. I mean, this fade technique is very simple. I mean, you go up, close. That's your first guideline. And then you go halfway. And then you go completely open. And then you come down over the top, open. And I promise you, it's easy. 1, 2, 3. I mean, in and out. I could honestly get that haircut done in about 15 minutes. Or a fade done in 15 minutes, just with that technique alone. Or a taper, is really a simple process, you guys. And just to master this simpleness and to do, and just, I don't know. Oh man, the words for it are hard to find. I promise it is. And I guess it's just hard to find because, this is like my first time. So I hope you guys don't mind me sitting here talking to you as I walk you through this video. So like, here I go again, just cleaning up into this blend. Y'all gotta forgive me. I get off topic a lot. But I'm just cleaning up this blend, getting this thing nice and blended out. So when we put our line to it, it's gonna look immaculate. So we're just getting ready to set up for our line here. And I come in with you don't have to use this, you don't, but I come in with Gorilla Glue. Or got to be. Please do not use Gorilla Glue in your hair. I cannot stress it enough. Please don't use it. But as I brush the hair down into the blend, I like to mist my brush a little bit. As y'all can see, there's some dark spots in that blend. Now this video's old. It's like a year old almost. And I'd like to say my cutting technique got better, but oh well, look at that. Getting in there, cleaning it out. So I just take the corners and just kind of flick out. You know what I mean? Just kind of flick out those dark little hairs. I comb the hair down in front, and I start my hairlines from the middle, and I work to the weakest side. But being that my coach here doesn't really have a weak side, I just start him off in the middle and just kind of float with it. I comb those hairs down over the top. I flip my trimmers upside down and start first, or sometimes I'll flip them the other way, as you see, and just kind of stay nice with that beard line right there, and just kind of keep to his natural shape. And I use the corners to kind of just draw that little C cuff right there. And you kind of just take your time with it, and it all unfolds and comes together. I mean, you give anything time, it'll all just unfold and come together. Everything gets better with time, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So you take your time with these hairlines, and I promise you, they all gonna bust. Like, I mean, people in trouble once you take your time with these hairlines. You gotta commit to those hairlines. You have to commit. Once you start, you gotta finish. I go left to right, right to left, middle to left, middle to right. Doesn't matter. Once you start, you have to finish. So I'm just making this left side, I'm just making it match the other side. Because what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. It's the only way these work. Okay? You can't be scared to get in there. And I just take the trimmer and I flip it upside down. And the interesting thing about this to me, really, is the fact that I like to use that right side of my blade right there. And that really does it for me for the left side. I just kind of follow that right blade, I'll flip it back over and show you again what I mean just by the right blade, right corner of the blade, I'm sorry. Well, see, I take this right corner of the blade, and it just kind of sets a guideline for me just to already go and follow. See, I'm just following it, and then it just leads right into that natural curve. It kind of does the work for me. You gotta let your clipper do your work for you. I just comb the mustache hairs down, and I'm just trimming them ever so slightly. We're not doing too much to Coach's mustache. He likes to keep it pretty natural. We just get away, we just get all the little flyaways and kind of tighten it up a little bit, but leaving it natural as possible without it looking too scruffy. You know what I mean? It's just real simple, just lightly touching, just getting them hairs, just right there, just tapping at them. Gotta get them gone. And as you can see, the beard pretty much has its natural shape. I like to go through and kind of make sure one side matches the other with the razor. But I'm gonna go ahead and start applying these hair fibers, kind of darken that line up a little bit. And so when I'm using this topic, I don't have a specific fiber that I prefer to use. I actually like to use them all. I love all enhancements. There's times and videos that are coming. You'll see me using all kinds of different enhancements, man. I really love them. I love how they change the game. I love how they really make that hairline pop. I love how they make your blends pop. I love everything about enhancements, whether that be no drip or topic. I pretty much stay away from those in a can. That's more like paint. It's kind of like spray paint. I'm not really a fan of those. Those are really bothersome to me. I don't know why. They just don't spray correctly. So I'm still applying the fibers here, and then I go back over top. What I'm using to really hold these down and in place is Got To Be. And again, I'm not specific on any kind of fiber holds or any kind of hair hold. I just like to kind of make a sandwich with them. So I would apply the spray first and then the fiber and back over top with whatever spritz I'm using, and come back in and blow dry it. And what that does is it kind of locks those fibers in place. They kind of stay longer. You don't really have to worry about them coming out the first 30 minutes or as soon as your client gets up out the chair. As long as they stay away from water, it'll last about 4 to 5 days. Coach gets a retwist, I don't know, ever so often. And I don't know how often he washes his hair, but these tend to stay in until his next cut for the most part. But if I had to choose a favorite, if I really had to choose a favorite, I would say no drip all the way. Just being that it's longer lasting, but these fibers really just set like a natural darker tone, not really shiny. A lot of times I like to put both of them together. And it's just another look to me. You don't have to use them all the time. You don't have to use them at all. Some people like to do natural. I'm one of those. If I'm feeling natural, I'll go all natural, won't use any products. But for the most part, my clientele pretty much like these hair fibers. I like them too, man. And I'm not gonna say this is what sets me apart from other barbers. This just sits me up there with the rest. If I had to toot my own horn, and I say that because I'm speaking it into existence, man. I really want to be up there with these guys, and it's pretty much the motivation for me putting out this video. I have never put out a tutorial video before. I hope they only get better with time. They will get better with time. I'm not even gonna say I hope, y'all. You know how your boy like to do what he do, man. And I'm just coming in this year and I'm just giving it all I got. I just want to be up there with those guys, man, putting out these tutorial videos. It has been a dream of mine to teach this game. And so, I'm still sitting here just tapping and tapping and tapping and just trying to make sure I get it nice and tight, man. You want to make sure that you keep on going with these cuts, man. Just keep on going. You keep going until you're satisfied. You know what I'm saying? You will get there, I promise. So right here, I go in about clipper halfway. It might be closed, but I want to say, yeah, okay, so it was closed, and we open it up halfway. And we're just kind of blending out that darkness right there because, again, this is a high taper. And there's times where I'll bring that C-cuff down, and I could have left it. I could have. But, again, this is a high taper, so I'm just cleaning up that bottom half again, getting ready to, just kind of blend this thing out. And I do it to the other side too. Notice I came down a little low, and just going close halfway, just cleaning up the bottom of this blend, bringing this all together. And then I come in with the razor, with the face steamer, just kind of soften up those hairs around the beard for me. And I do apologize. I did not get all of my razor work on here, but I do have the skin stretch, and I am just pulling that razor to the line and just getting those fibers in there nice and tight while getting those small hairs. And I do the same with the beard. And just making sure you pull that skin nice and tight. You don't want to nick your client or nothing crazy. It's really too simple, man. This is really too simple. Being that this haircut is too simple. Anybody can do it. It takes 20 minutes tops. All you have to do is see it through and just keep going. Like I said, this is my first time, teaching anything to anyone, and it is just such a blessing to be here on this platform to show you guys. And now this here, lining up the mustache has always been nerve-wracking for me, but now I'm building up that confidence, and that's what it takes. And you see Coach is happy, he's smiling. This is the finished product. I'm sitting here, we just chopping it up, man, living it up. Tell me what y'all think about this cut, man. Tell me about anything you want to see. What can I do better? All feedback is welcome. Again, this is my first time, man, and I appreciate y'all for watching this video. If you stuck with me the whole time, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I promise I'm gonna keep feeding y'all content. Content is only gonna get better. Be sure to be on the lookout. I have a podcast coming. I have a vlog coming. I have so much coming to y'all, and I'm ready. Y'all be sure to stay in that bag, and I'm going to catch y'all next time. Moody the Blender,
Hey,
out.
I hope you stuck around for the end. It's about to be crazy this year. I'm going to keep dropping these videos every week. I'm going to keep getting better and better. I know there's a lot I need to work on, probably getting more detailed into what I'm doing. As my channel grows and I grow, content will grow, things will get better as time goes on, and I hope you guys just stick around for my journey. And I just want to see you guys flourish as well, tag me and stuff, get me involved, let me see your growth. I love to see other barbers grow, man. So I just hope you guys took from this video, and I just want to see y'all all get to work. Let's do this thing. 2020, this our year. We going crazy. Let's do it.